Do you own a dog, cat, bird, or other pet? Did you know that many homeowners and renters policies don't cover animal or pet liability claims, so you may be held liable if an incident, accident, or claim occurs? At X Insurance, we provide customized liability insurance coverage for any animal or pet regardless of type, size, age, or bite history. X Insurance provides third-party liability coverage for injuries or property damage done to others by your pet. An X Insurance policy will fill the gaps in your homeowners or renters coverage and provide the protection you need for true peace of mind to protect your assets. X Insurance offers 30-plus years of professional experience, providing solutions for many types of specialty risks in all 50 states. If you own an ATV, electric scooter, golf cart, etc., then we've got you covered. Visit xinsurance.com or call 877-585-2853 today to learn more or to get a free quote.
Welcome to Welcome Home Doggy. I'm Arianna Lasha, and today I'll be speaking with Cole Thaler from Paws Between Homes on what he's doing for the animal welfare community. Cole, thank you so much for being here with us today. We're really excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I feel like I'm interviewing the big boss, the big dog. You are the co-founder and board president of Paws Between Homes, so why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what it's about?
Sure. So Paws Between Homes is a nonprofit. We're still pretty new. We just started serving clients at the beginning of 2020 after about a year of planning. And we were formed to fill a hole in the safety net in the Atlanta area. People who get evicted, who get foreclosed on, who get kicked out of their homes, enter a period of housing instability. They might be sleeping in their cars or in an extended stay motel or even in a homeless shelter or on the streets. And unfortunately, when that happens, those families, usually if they have pets, have to surrender those pets permanently to the animal shelter. But usually a family is able to get back on its feet within a few months. Once they do that, if they've given their pet away, that pet is gone forever. So Paws Between Homes offers 90 days of fostering for families that are losing their housing through eviction or other means, so that when that family restabilizes, gets back on its feet in new housing, we reunite them with their pet so that the family can stay together.
So your ultimate goal, your ultimate mission is to reunite pets with their homeowners.
That's right. We believe that families belong together, and eviction or other housing instability should not be the cause of a family giving up a beloved family member.
How do you guys operate? Do you have like a staff, or is it volunteer-based?
We are currently all volunteer run, so it's a lot of work on behalf of a lot of people, and we have a network of foster homes. So when a potential client finds us, either online or through word of mouth, we put out the word to fosters who are volunteers and ask if they have room in their home to take this particular pet in. But no paid staff. Hopefully we're moving in that direction and we'll be able to hire someone when we do some more fundraising, but for now it's 100% volunteer.
So when I'm ready to get in touch with you and volunteer, how do I go about doing that?
Absolutely, and we need volunteers now more than ever. People can reach out to us via our Facebook page, which if you just search for Paws Between Homes, you'll find us. Or we have a website, which is pawsbetweenhomes.org, which has a contact sheet on that website. So those are the best ways to reach out to us. Give us a call and we'll put you to work.
So do you have a memorable client or situation for us to better understand how the whole thing operates, to paint that bigger picture?
Yeah, we have had a number of memorable clients, even though we're still pretty new and we haven't assisted that many families yet. Quite a few of them have been quite memorable. I'll just give you one or two examples. We had a client who is a veteran who was living in sort of an abandoned house with his beloved dog, Max, and the house was slated to be demolished. So he had to move and couldn't have his dog with him anymore. And he was staying in his car for a couple of weeks with Max, and that was just not sustainable. So he found his way to us, and we placed his dog in a foster home with a couple and 4 kids who just loved on that dog every day. The owner, the veteran, bounced around a bit. He continued sleeping in his car for a while until he finally found an apartment that worked for him. He reached back out to us, and I was able to reunite Max with his owner. And it was a tearful, happy reunion because, for so many people, their pet is their greatest emotional support and the most consistent friend in their life through all the ups and downs. Let's see, that was one. We had, trying to think of another good example. We had another client who was living in an extended stay hotel with her kids and her grandmother, and just could not keep the dog in there with them as well. The hotel she was staying at did not accept pets, and she reached out to us, and we were able to place that dog directly into a foster home. We're still working on trying to reunite that family, but just knowing that as the family is trying to get back on its feet, that their pet is being cared for so well is really reassuring to the owner, and is what we're all about.
Well, I think it's great that you have a number of positive stories considering you guys just launched January of 2020. How has the COVID pandemic affected you guys, being that we have a pandemic right when you launch a company? How has that affected you?
Well, certainly when we started serving clients in January of 2020, we had no idea. Nobody had any idea what was coming down the road. So that was a surprise, but the timing really has turned out to be good because we know that there's a huge eviction tidal wave coming. The courts have not been, for the most part throughout Georgia, have not been having eviction hearings. Fulton County, where we serve our clients, is not going to resume its in-person eviction hearings until November of 2020. But when they do start those hearings again, there's just going to be an avalanche. There are thousands of evictions waiting to be heard. And frankly, most of those families are going to be evicted. We know that about 70% of renters have pets. So as families are just losing their homes in huge numbers, that means those family pets are going to be losing their homes in huge numbers. And unfortunately, there's just not a lot of affordable housing available in Atlanta. So I anticipate, and I'm bracing myself for, a huge spike in calls to us for help from families who are desperate to not surrender their pet to a shelter, but to just place it in safe foster care for a few months until they can reunite. And that's exactly what we're here for. So we knew there was going to be a demand for our services. We had no idea it was going to be quite so dramatic or significant. But I think we're up to the challenge. We do need more fosters. We need more donations. But with the whole team pulling together, I think we'll be able to have a real effect.
So you just explained why your work is essential to the Atlanta area. Do you have any plans on expanding different cities in Georgia, or maybe even across the state?
Maybe one day. That expansion is one of our long-term goals. Frankly, the need is so high just in Atlanta right now. And we really started, we selected certain zip codes in Atlanta where the eviction rates are high, the poverty rate is high, and we knew there was just a great need, a lot of housing instability. And we're working very hard just to meet that need. So thinking about expanding, I would love to expand outside of the metro area. Georgia is a very big state, so I'm not sure we will be able to serve the whole state anytime soon, but maybe in the 5 or 10-year plan, we can serve the whole state, or even have chapters of our organization or similar organizations. And outside Georgia, ask me in 5 years and I'll have a better answer for you.
So as an up-and-coming organization that just launched, what do you need from the community?
Right now, we need volunteers. Specifically, we need foster homes. So I guess it's one of the strange benefits of the pandemic that a lot of people are working from home, are spending a lot of time in their homes, and might be better situated to take in a foster animal And most of our clients have dogs. We do serve cats as well, so I don't want to leave those out. But probably about 75% to 80% are dogs. So if anyone is watching or listening who has room in their home and their heart for a dog or maybe two dogs, we really do need foster homes. Paws Between Homes provides all supplies. We provide food, leash, collar, bowls, toys, dog bed. The foster doesn't provide anything except time, space, and love. So if somebody has that room, they should definitely reach out to us. We will find the right match. I know some fosters prefer small dogs, some prefer old dogs, some prefer puppies. Everybody has a different preference, but we can meet that preference and find the right fit for that foster home. And beyond fosters, we need donations. Veterinary bills cost money, food, supplies, all the things that it takes to make sure a dog is happy and healthy, or a cat, costs money. And we are doing our very best to fundraise online and applying for grants, but the need is very great. So if somebody is not set up to foster, a donation, even $5, $10, those do add up and make a difference. So we would love if people found it in their heart to donate as well.
And as the co-founder and president of this organization, what inspired you to create Paws Between Homes, knowing there's such a big need out there? What clicked for you to say we need to put something in motion for this?
Well, I've been involved in animal welfare and animal rescue for years, since childhood really. And I've always sort of done it in my spare time, fostering here and rescuing there, but never very organized or planned. But in my day job, I work for a nonprofit. I'm an attorney, and I help low-income tenants find free legal help when they're having problems with their landlords. So in that work, for the past 5 or 6 years, I've had a front row seat to the toll that evictions take in Atlanta. In Fulton County alone, there are over 40,000 eviction cases filed every year. 40,000 evictions filed in Fulton County alone. And huge numbers of those households are put out. They're physically removed from their homes by the marshals. And that is tragic for a family, for the children in that family. It really destabilizes an entire household, and the effects of eviction can linger for years. Children often have to leave school. So I knew what a hardship and crisis evictions are in Atlanta. And then it really was a click for me. I was just walking my dog one day, ironically, and thought about the pets in those homes and where do they go? And the shelters are overfull, or I guess people have been fostering and adopting more, but pre-COVID, the shelters were brimming at the seams with pets that were surrendered because of eviction. If you walked down the rows of cages and looked at the cage cards on the cages where the dogs were, there's a line that tells you why the dog is there, how it ended up there. And I went one day a year or so ago and was reading cage after cage said eviction, 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 eviction. So it occurred to me that if we could just divert those dogs that were really the victims of eviction into foster homes, I knew those families didn't want to give those dogs up just because they had to move. If we could put those dogs and cats into foster homes for about 3 months, up to 90 days, then when that family signed a new lease, moved in, got resettled, we could reunite them. So I really see it as a win-win. It diverts win-win-win, I guess. It diverts the pets from the shelter. It allows the fosters to take care and love on an animal, and the owners get to keep their beloved family member.
We'll be right back after this quick break. Stay with us.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him, he's gotta come home with me. Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Family is evicted and the animal or pet comes to your service. Do the pets always go back to the family, or do you guys consider those animals that don't go back to rescues, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's right. So we have contracts and agreements that we sign both with the foster and with the owner, which we call the permanent guardian. And we let that owner or permanent guardian know that after 90 days, we need to check in. If they need a short extension from us, maybe they need another couple weeks after that 90 days, that's fine. We can work with them on that. But sometimes the sad reality is they just haven't gotten back on their feet. And we have had that happen a couple of times where the owner was hopeful, but it just did not turn out for them to restabilize enough to take their pet back. At that time, per the agreement that we signed, the pet does become surrendered to Paws Between Homes. We are a licensed rescue in the state of Georgia. And we start looking for a new home for that dog. So we look, we talk to the foster to see if they want to adopt the dog. We put word out on our Facebook page. We have a dog who's available for adoption. So, but that's definitely the plan B. Plan A is definitely to reunite the family.
But either way, you're doing all that you can to ensure that these pets, dogs, cats end up with happy homes, right?
That's right. That's our ultimate goal.
Well, Cole Thaler, thank you so much for being here with us today. We're really excited about your organization. We hope you guys continue to grow. Paws Between Homes need volunteers, so please volunteer, visit their website, and for more information on Cole Thaler and Paws Between Homes, visit our website, Welcome Home Doggy. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave us a comment below. Thank you for watching. This has been Welcome Home Doggy.